He hates cops and he's sick of Pasco. He can move.
Pasco County, Florida, just north of Tampa. It looks like any other quiet American suburb, but behind the palm trees and chain restaurants lies a darker story.
Hey, send us some more units. We're fighting the whole family.
Wait, what are you doing to us? He's so stupid.
In the early 2000s, Florida was ground zero for the opioid epidemic. Pasco County in particular became flooded with prescription pills. Pain clinics and pill mills handed out opioids like candy, often with no questions asked. Oxycodone, hydrocodone, fentanyl. These weren't just drugs. These were lifelines to some and death sentences to others. Overdose rates skyrocketed, families were torn apart, and Pasco County earned a grim nickname, the Oxy Express.
We're talking about prescription drug abuse, most notably oxycodone. Well, here in Pasco County, they hope a wave of arrests yesterday will help solve the problem, but one expert we talked to doesn't see an end in sight.
But while the pills ravaged the streets, the man charged with cleaning it up was building a different kind of empire.
Okay, well, I'll give the good old knowledge knock for some of the off chances like sleeping here or some shit.
Sheriff Chris Narco came into office in 2011, promising safety and reform, but what unfolded was something far more controversial.
These families, these individuals, they say that deputies would constantly show up to their homes time after time. They say they were harassed, fined, even arrested unfairly.
Narco's office created a secret list, a predictive policing program designed to flag at-risk youth based on things like school grades, truancy, family history, and minor juvenile offenses. Kids as young as 10 were tracked.
Why am I on the top part of network? Yeah, it's not about your charge. It's about it goes deeper than that. It's about your network, who you associate with, you're on probation. Okay, I only have one charge. You have a lot of involvements in history of people that commit crime. I'm not saying you are doing that, right? But consider us like a mini PO probation officer, you know what I'm saying?
The goal? Prevent crime before it happens. The reality? Kids were harassed, surveilled, and branded as future criminals, often with no recourse or knowledge that they were even on a list.
You end up not being able to have due process, to be able to challenge the information that's being used to say that they are going to become prolific offenders.
What began as a policing tool became a system of quiet control. Lawsuits followed, civil rights groups called it unconstitutional, and in 2020, the Tampa Bay Times investigation revealed the sheriff's office sent deputies to monitor homes of children, sometimes weekly.
Sheriff's office.
You need Rio?
Yep.
She's nice, I promise.
Hey, bro.
Just come and say hi to Rio.
Is he home?
Yeah, no, he's with his mom.
Yeah.
Officer wanted to talk to you, Rio.
We're just here to say hi to Rio. Hey, Rio, what's going on, buddy?
Mind we chit chat for a couple minutes?
Happy New Year.
This program broke down trust in law enforcement, harassed parents because of their relationships with their children, and treated people as if they were criminals based on individuals in an office applying an algorithm that they thought would identify future criminals.
While teens were being tracked for skipping class, the true damage had already been done. The opioid crisis had decimated whole neighborhoods, largely unchecked during its worst years.
People that want to make money down in Florida realized that they can make money because there was no narcotic tracking system. Pablo Escobar couldn't have had it any better.
The county that let pills run wild had turned to pre-crime surveillance to save face.
Come on, man.
Can you come talk to us? Why? You have warrant? Then why won't you come talk to us?
Yeah, we're just looking for Delana here.
Hello, is Bobby here?
Tyler, open the door, man. We're just coming to check up on you because I haven't talked to you in a while. I'm Corporal O'Haight. I'm the one who spoke to you on the phone.
Anthony here?
No, it's not.
In Pasco County, the war on drugs didn't end. It just changed targets.
Nothing wrong with an aggressive sheriff. Sheriff Naco is not playing his hand.
Here's the policy of the agency. I'll explain it to you so it makes sense. If people have themselves or their people that live in the house are committing crimes and victimizing the community, then the direction we receive from our sheriff's office from the top down is to go out there and every violation that that person commits to enforce it upon them. So we have people like code enforcement specialists, traffic enforcement specialists, DUI specialists.
That had nothing to do with that.
Well, that's not totally true because...
Well, it is true because with the section with it, I was, you came after the homeowner meeting.
Right.
Not my son. If you had a problem with my son,
Right.
that's a whole separate thing.
The goal...
You brought me into it.
Right, but you understand that when it's a child like that, our goal is to get you to do something to keep your kid from stop committing crime. You get what I'm saying?
He has yet to be convicted.
I know you probably feel like you're targeted, and I would have no other response than to tell you that that was probably the case whatever happened with that code enforcement thing. I don't know. I'm quite sure somebody said this particular household has somebody who's a criminal living at it. Please go there and make sure there's no violation.
But that's not.
I don't think it is.
You came by my house because I didn't have numbers on my mailbox, but you went into my neighbor's yard and said make this in my backyard.
I did.
I mean, that's strictly harassment right there.
The sheriff won't speak to his employees. You can't have a meeting. People ask for a meeting and they get terminated. They ask for a meeting to try and explain the corruption that takes place, and he does not allow them to do that. And I think that he needs to step aside until these criminal allegations are investigated.
Today, it's not Oxy on every corner. It's something deadlier, something faster, something that doesn't ask questions before it kills. Fentanyl has flooded the streets of Pasco County, often laced into fake pills, sometimes mixed with meth, always one breath away from death. And meth? It's back with a vengeance, no longer cooked in homegrown labs, but shipped in by the ton from cartel-run super labs. Cheaper, purer, and more addictive than ever.
40 kilos of fentanyl here, ready to be sent up north to the US, where their value is more than $500,000. But this amount of fentanyl is enough to kill a whole city.
The pills may be gone, but the poison remains. The database stopped the doctors, but it couldn't stop the streets. In Pasco County, the war never ended. It just changed names.
Maybe it's just the junkies that are dying, but it's not. It's our kids, and there's no such thing as a junkie. It's just somebody with substance use disorder. They're all worthy people.